As long as a single game exists, a single gaming machine will always be there to overcome it. When you look at modern day titles for video games, there's a lot of motivation that you can find from merely looking on the internet, to a book that you read, to a game you played back in the day. But back in the day, there wasn't a lot of spectrum in terms of motivation toward certain titles of games. Sometimes you had to get very, very creative. But then there was also the age of movies, where, yeah, there was a lot of licensing for old school games in terms of movie titles. And everybody knows that I'd say about 85% of movie titled old school video games were owned by LJN. LJN, which is a company that a lot of people know about in terms of video game past, because, well, they kind of sucked at making video games back then, but only the aspect of movie titles. When it was titles that were of their own type of idea, they actually did okay. Just okay. That's all I'm giving them credit for. But then there was some different companies like Sunsoft and Data East and just different other companies that actually did games that were based around movie titles, and they were actually decent games. Some of them were really good, some of them were okay. But then you go into the LJN spectrum of stuff, and I'd say 80% of them were bad. But there was, back in the day, two movie franchises that a lot of people wanted to get their hands on, aside from Batman. Back in the day, there was two franchises that were based around robotic technology that people wanted to get their hands on and make video games about. One of those being the Terminator franchise, and you kind of know that LJN got their hands on the credits for the Terminator franchise. But that would be too easy for me to talk about. We can save that for another future installment. What I'm going to talk about is the one other movie franchise that not many people talk about these days, that spawned a movie series in terms of a trilogy movie series, to a cartoon, to some fan films that were made, and just different things. Even a lot of toys that were manufactured. And that franchise was Robocop. Robocop, the story about Alex Murphy being transferred from Metro South and was given the opportunity of being a police officer in his new, location. He ends up getting gunned down by Clarence Bodiger and his gang to the point where he's considered dead. They use Alex's body, what's left of it anyways, and they create Robocop. I could talk about the movie, but I'm not here to talk about a movie. I'm here to talk about a game. And there was a game that came out long time ago, but around the same time as the movie franchise debuted. And it was Robocop for the NES. Now, Robocop for the NES can be considered a very difficult game, but it's actually a fun game, though. And it's one of those rare titles that weren't owned by LJN. And that opened my horizon of thought processes in terms of if this game was going to be good. Because aside from LJN, two other companies I knew about was Data East and Sunsoft. And Sunsoft was known for doing a really, really good thing of Batman games. I'm telling you, man. I could talk for hours about that Batman title, but one day I will. One day in a future installment, I will be talking about Batman for the NES. But, Robocop. Was it a good title for a game? It had, if you really think about it in a wide aspect, think about that press conference that would have happened. It's like a group of Japanese people were sitting at a desk and they were like, hey, I just got done watching a movie about a cop that got gunned down to death and became a Robocop. Why don't we make a game about that? Because that's probably how like 90% of all press conferences went. I just like, you know, watched a movie about a guy that got gunned down and became a futuristic cop. Oh really? What should we do about this idea? Let's make a game! Probably how it went right there. But why talk about it when I can also show you this game? So today on Onyx The Gaming Machine, I will be doing a full playthrough of Robocop for the NES. Now because I know what I'm doing in 90% of the titles that I play, this won't really be a long playthrough. But I will talk about the ups and downs of the game and just random stuff that people should know about, not only about Robocop in general, but about the NES title as well. So sit back, get your favorite drinking beverage, get your favorite snack, and watch as I play and review Robocop for the NES. So, without further ado, no more BS, no more stalling. Let's get straight into this game.
Okay, so let's go ahead and dive right on into this game. So, yeah, this is Robocop for the NES, and you'll notice it has some very interesting beginning cutscenes as you go into new levels. So, this is Arrest Mode, 2nd Street, Nash Avenue, Crime in Progress. Okay, so as you'll notice, you know, you're walking towards your right and you're only using your fists. Sooner or later you'll be able to use your gun. On the bottom left will be what's called your indicators. There's T and then there's P. Now the P indicator represents your power, also known as your health bar. The T represents your battery level, which in this particular case it'll go down the longer you're in the level, which is interesting. It's just very interesting. Your weapon automatically by default is Robocop's gun, and it has max bullets, so don't worry about that. Anytime that you see P canisters and energy canisters, as I call them, go ahead and pick them up. Now, there's some enemies like that helicopter that was there where you can actually bypass it. But the way this run's going to be is it's going to be one life only. I'm probably going to take some damage, but it's okay. Come here, big boy. There we go. That was awesome. Now, okay. There's two different types of levels in this game. There is the scrolling right levels, like the one you just saw. And then there's called the shootout levels, which is basically ways of you getting like a bonus score. I would do them, you know, just to get the feel of them. You don't have to be completely precise in it and stuff, but yeah. Now for this level here, you're going to be entering a building in a little while, but until then you're dealing with guys with flamethrowers and machine guns. Shoot the guys with the machine guns, but you can duck when it comes to the guys with the flamethrowers. And of course, you know, shoot all the others that are in your area. Okay, now we're in the building. And what it is that, you know, all you gotta do here is just literally just get to the end of the hall. I got this guy like doing little, there we go. Get upstairs. Okay. So, yeah. Let's go up these stairs here. Now, let me see. Let me get rid of these guys here. Okay, there's an enemy that was similar to the mini boss we had in the first level. He always drops a P thing. Okay, no, it's not this part, but it's the next part. So let's go up these stairs, and the next part up here, you're gonna be there we go. Not entering a door per se, but you got to deal with this wall. If you don't get rid of that wall in time, it's an automatic death. Now, the way this boss here goes is when the hostage ducks, you know, you got to stay ducked. Let the guy that has the gun shoot first. Then just automatically, quickly rise up, shoot him, and then just repeat the process. And then just beat the hell out of this guy. There we go. Alright, we're doing really good here. Okay, here's what I was talking about, the little shooting parts here. Basically, you just gotta destroy as many targets as you can in 30 seconds. Okay. Let's see. Sorry I'm not talking much, I'm just trying to concentrate real fast here. I actually like these levels here. I mean, I like a lot of the levels in this game, but, you know, yeah. Alright, 28 targets. That was really good. Alright, now we're going to be dealing with this little bit here. Now, like I said before, this does follow the movie, but it has its own added stuff too. So right here, we're going to be going to the factory part where we got to try and get Clarence Bodiger. This is going to be fun. Now, let's go. Let's do it. Oh, yeah! Now, in this level here, you can get a special weapon. I'm not going to use the special weapon, though. I'm going to get it just to get the score. But you can actually use the special weapon. It's basically that giant blast rifle that you know of in the first movie. Yeah. That's really all I can say about that gun. Alright, elevator. Alright, we're going to get rid of these enemies here. Yep, because there's always enemies everywhere that you go. Now, the little gun thing that's up there, I will end up getting one of those. Maybe a few, depending on if they go in my pathway or not. That's the only thing I don't know what it does in the game. That's the only thing that I really don't know anything about. Like, okay, down there, that's the blast rifle. We're going to be getting to that. Okay. Go away. I also like every time when Robocop punches somebody, you hear, ooh. I don't know if that's Robo going, ooh, or if that's the guy getting hit in the face going, ooh. Alright, come here, boy. Yeah. Alright. Pea canister. Yes. Alright, let's go on up the stairs here. Now, like I said, yeah, this game can be a little bit difficult if you don't know what you're doing. So you can tell the first time I ever played this was kind of difficult. But I learned rather quickly, actually, what this game can give me. Alright, elevator, I summon thee. Going down. Think it over, creeps. Alright, here, we're going to deal with this guy. We're going to go through that doorway right here in front of us. And this is the boss fight here. Basically, that's going to get Clarence out of the way there. These guys here, just stay in that corner and just keep shooting. Just keep shooting them. Do not move or anything. Just keep freaking shooting them. They do get on your nerves, though. So, yeah, that's a given for any boss fight you do. Alright. Suspect Dick Jones, Senior Vice President of OCP. Charge: murder of police officer. Alright. This is going to be interesting. Now, also in a little while, I am going to cut to my webcam because there is an actual fact that I want to tell people about when it comes to not just Robocop the game, but just Robocop as in the whole franchise itself. Something that not many people know, but I'm keeping that under wraps for now because we're too busy killing stuff right now. Going through the door, up the elevator. Alright, let's see. Okay. Alright. Come at me, boy. Yeah. Go away. You need to go away. You need to go away. I said go away. Alright, now we just gotta shoot this thing here, and this will let us through this main doorway. Alright, there we go. Now we're gonna go through here. But yeah, like I said, is if you know what you're doing, Robocop for the NES is not really a long game per se. It can be rather complicated sometimes. Like I said, if you don't know what the P canisters do, or the electrical canisters, or as I call them, energy canisters, if you don't know what they do, yeah, you'll probably be in a bind for at least a few levels. Let's go. Get rid of this guy. And I think, yeah, the final boss for this level, I believe, is Ed 209. I believe it is. Okay, because this is the main office, the main conference room there. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, the only way to get rid of Ed 209, dodge his gunfires, he'll keep going back and forth. Shoot his gun. That's all that you can do. Just shoot his gun. And then after this boss fight here, I'm going to cut to my webcam and I'm going to tell people a really interesting fact about Robocop. So, he's going to back up. There we go. Do a little dance. Jiggy, 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 jiggy. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut to my webcam and I'm going to tell everybody a really good fact here.
Now, if you were to go on YouTube or any type of website where you can actually look up trailers, you'll notice that around the time when the Terminator and Robocop came into play, the trailers came out around the same time frame. Plus, at the same time, it's very hard to find them. But the first Terminator trailer had the Robocop theme song as, you know, the trailer music. And for the Robocop trailer, there was a Terminator type of theme song being used in that one. Was it just coincidence? Because right after that first trailer, it seemed to switched it back. It's kind of weird. It was as if movie directors and producers were trying to give a subliminal message that maybe the Terminator and Robocop one day were possibly going to meet. Who knows? But there was also a Robocop versus Terminator game that came out, and it was really, really fun. I'll probably talk about that in a future installment, but I just thought I would bring that up actually because I was told of this when I was growing up, that the Terminator franchise and the Robocop franchise clashed, but in a subliminal kind of way. And maybe if you go on YouTube right now, or Dailymotion, or whichever website you go to watch certain videos of a certain caliber, you may actually find these two trailers and notice that they have their theme songs switched up. Like I said, was this coincidence or was this a subliminal message from the directors and producers of both franchises that one day there was going to be a clash? But as we know, the clash never really happened, except in the gaming world. But just thought I would talk about that real fast. So let's get back into the gameplay.
And we are back, everyone. We're about to do the training mode here. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of this real fast. Like I said, you know, destroy as many targets as you can within 30 seconds. I'll try and shoot for 28 again. Not sure if I'll hit it or not. Some of these targets are being, you know, little ass clowns. Okay. Alright, come on. Come on. Alright, okay, cool. Nice. Good deal. Clarence, this is your last chance. Take this Cobra gun and get Robocop. Okay, now in the movie, this is the part where you're like at the what is it called? The oil field, I guess you could call it. This is around the almost the end of the movie, but some people should know what this part is if you've seen the movie. So it plays just like the regular right scrolling levels here. You shoot some, you punch some, you pick up some canisters, some. You know, you get rid of these little pesky little people here. So yeah, like I said, this is a Data East game. Like I was saying before, LJN was known for taking about 80 to 90% of the movie titles. But then there was those other companies like Sunsoft and Data East and some other small companies that ended up taking the licensing of other games. But as long as it wasn't an LJN title, it actually ended up very, very good. Like, okay, I'll definitely say this game is not perfect, but it's not an LJN game. You can definitely tell the way that it plays. This is not an LJN game. Nowhere near it. And that's a good thing. Because, you know, LJN fucked up Robocop when it came to NES. I mean, not Robocop. LJN fucked up the Terminator. I'd be damned if LJN was going to fuck up Robocop. Oh my god. Okay, here's the part with Clarence here. Come here, Clarence. Come here, Clarence. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, you little bastard. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, you little fucker. Okay, wait here. Almost done. There we go. Yes! There we go. Okay, I'm trying to think. We're getting close to the end of the game, so don't worry. Arrested, Clarence Boddicker. Arrest mode. Jones, OCP. Now we just gotta get to OCP. This is one of the only levels that's an auto scroll technically. Basically, get rid of the barrels, avoid this little fucker in the helicopter here, and just try and get to the end of the level. That's all this one really is. Wait until you can actually use your gun. Come on. This level was always a little bit irritating to me because Robo just walks so slow. Yet he was on the little conveyor belt there. We're almost off the conveyor belt. Alright, there we go. Screw you guys. Get in there. Alright, now we're in OCP. Alright. Come here. I just noticed that was a glitch that I just went through. Because that first part, it didn't register my gun. I kept only being able to use my fists. But yet, when I came in here, it did the little, you know, thing where it was holstering my gun. That was weird. Alright. So now let's get rid of these little fuckers here. And then we'll be able to deal with Dick Jones soon. Alright, we got another flaming thing here. Gotta be careful. Because my T meter and my P meter are equaled out. I need more canisters. Okay, get rid of this fucker. Alright. Cobra gun. There we go. Alright. Alright. Let's go, boys. I love the music too. This is like one of those rare moments where, yeah, the music does play in a looped fashion, but it's not like irritating. I don't think it's irritating. I think it's alright. Alright, get rid of this fucker. Getting close to Dick Jones. Alright, now we gotta deal with Ed 209 again. Now this time, when it comes to the blast rifle, you know, yeah, use it on Ed 209 like I'm doing here. Because for some reason his attacks seem to be a little bit stronger in this boss fight than in the other one. So I do recommend using all of the bullets from the Cobra gun, or you know, blast rifle or whatever, and just doing that the directive 4 thing. Cool. Directive 4 cleared. Goodbye, Dick Jones. Thank you for your cooperation. Stay out of trouble. Alright, guys, so that's basically the game, literally. Yep, Data East USA. But, yeah, that's basically the game, you know. Nothing more, nothing less, you know. It was basic, but it was good. It was good. So, let's go ahead and end this review, shall we?
Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode of Onyx The Gaming Machine. If you enjoyed what you saw today, click that like button and leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're a fan of the Robocop franchise. If so, what's your favorite movie or rendition of Robocop? Was it the movie franchise? Was it the corny television show? Was it the fan films? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.